Antarctica is one of the Earth's most mysterious and untouched places, hiding incredible, sometimes terrifying discoveries beneath its frozen surface. But what if some of these discoveries challenge everything we thought we knew? These discoveries have stunned scientists and explorers. From eerie ice caves to shocking natural phenomena, here are the 30 most disturbing Antarctica discoveries caught on camera. In the frozen landscapes of Argentina, a hidden cave waits to be explored. A group of expeditioners carefully approach a massive opening in the ice. The entrance is dark and mysterious, with thick walls of snow and ice surrounding it. Without knowing what lies ahead, they decide to step inside. The cave reveals a vast open space stretching deep into the ice. The frozen walls glisten under the dim light, creating an eerie atmosphere. The group moves forward, exploring the unknown depths of this dangerous ice cave. In the icy waters of Argentina, something unexpected is about to happen.
Oh my God, look, 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 look!
A group of people ride a boat across the cold blue waters of Argentino Lake. In the distance, a massive iceberg floats silently, its surface towering above the waves. Without warning, cracks begin to form, hinting at something about to change. The iceberg suddenly shifts, tilting as the frozen mass begins to roll. Water splashes around it, slowly revealing the hidden side beneath the surface. The people watch in awe, witnessing a rare moment in nature. Deep in Antarctica, an unusual sight stands hidden among the frozen landscape.
Pretty amazing. The ice is getting a little bit different consistency here. So, really...
A man hikes carefully across the icy terrain surrounded by towering glaciers. In the distance, a large red stain covers part of the frozen surface. He moves closer, stepping over small ice formations as the strange sight becomes more apparent. The red ice stands out sharply against the surrounding white glacier. The man observes closely, knowing the color comes from iron-rich water trapped beneath the ice. After taking in the incredible view, he begins his journey back across the frozen ground. In the frozen Arctic, powerful machines prepare to break through the ice. A U.S. Navy nuclear submarine slowly pushes upward beneath the thick ice. Cracks spread across the frozen surface as the massive vessels weigh through. Moments later, the submarine's dark hull emerges, breaking through the icy barrier. Nearby, another submarine follows, rising from beneath the Arctic Ocean. The submarine's surface as part of ICEX, a crucial training exercise in extreme conditions. As the icy water swirls around them, the crews prepare to gather data and continue their mission. In the icy waters of Antarctica, something unusual rises from the frozen landscape. A group rides in a small Zodiac boat through the cold blue waters. Ahead of them, a massive ice formation towers over the sea. Its strange shape stands out against the endless white surroundings. the boat gets closer, the frozen giant reveals its intricate details. Smooth ice and sharp edges create a breathtaking sight. The passengers stare in awe, witnessing nature's incredible ability to sculpt the unknown. Something strange appears in the waters along the icy shores of Lake Michigan. A man walks along the shoreline surrounded by large rounded ice balls. The frozen spheres gather in small coves packed tightly together. He notices that only certain spots along the eastern side of Lilino have this icy buildup. He bends down and picks up one of the ice balls, expecting it to be heavy. Water drains out as he lifts it, revealing a light, honeycomb-like texture. Made of frozen slush, the strange formation is both solid and delicate. An eerie discovery is made in a remote, snow-covered area of Russia. A group of people walk through the snow, searching for something unusual. Suddenly they stop and point at a strange figure on the ground. The small body lies motionless, partially buried in the icy landscape. One of them says the figure has been there for days. The location is near a reported UFO crash site, adding mystery to the scene. Questions fill the air as they stand over what appears to be an otherworldly being. Deep in Iceland, a powerful force awakens beneath the ice. Bright lava bursts from the ground, lighting up the dark sky. Thick smoke and ash rise as molten rock flows down the icy slopes. The contrast between fire and ice creates a stunning and dramatic scene. The volcano continues to erupt, shaping the land with its fiery energy. Glowing lava moves across the frozen terrain, melting everything in its path. Nature's power is fully displayed, reminding the world of Iceland's volcanic fury. A routine day on the slopes takes a sudden and dangerous turn.
You all right?
A skier moves through the snowy terrain at Mount Baker. As he glides past a tree, something unusual catches his eye. A snowboard sticking out of the deep snow, barely visible. He quickly stops and realizes someone is trapped upside down in a tree well. The snowboarder's friends rush over, equipped with rescue gear. Together they work fast, knowing that every second counts. Deep within a melting glacier, a long-lost piece of history emerges. A U.S. military plane made an emergency landing in the Alps 70 years ago. Over time, ice and snow buried the wreckage deep within the glacier. As the ice melts, pieces of the aircraft start to appear again. Metal fragments and broken parts lay scattered across the icy terrain. The wreck, hidden for decades, is slowly uncovered by nature. Each piece tells a story of the past, reminding the world of what happened long ago. Something unbelievable is about to unfold in the icy waters of Greenland.
You see how? Look at the whole thing.
On May 28, 2008, Adam Lewinter and director Jeff Orlowski set up their cameras at Ilulissat Glacier. Suddenly, the ice begins to crack and break apart. Huge chunks collapse into the water as the glacier starts to retreat. The calving event lasts 75 minutes and reshapes the icy landscape. The glacier moves back a full mile, its 3-mile-wide face crumbling into the sea. Towering ice, some as high as 3,000 feet, disappears beneath the waves. Port Lockroy in Antarctica holds a glimpse into the history of the ocean's giants. A large blue whale skull rests on the icy ground. Scattered around it, bones from different whales have been gathered and arranged. These remains come from whales hunted long ago during the days of whaling. Nearby penguins move through the rookery untouched by time. The site, preserved by the British Antarctic Survey, reminds visitors of these magnificent creatures. Visitors stand in silence, looking at a skeleton that once belonged to a giant of the sea. Mount Everest holds many stories, and one of the most haunting is that of green boots. A climber moves carefully along the icy path near Everest's summit. In a small cave by the trail, a frozen figure lies still, wearing bright green boots. The climber passes by, knowing this site has become part of Everest's history. The wind howls as snow swirls around the mountain. Many climbers have seen green boots resting in the same place for years. His presence, a silent reminder of the dangers of reaching the world's top. Scientists from Waikato University explore the crater of Mount Erebus in Antarctica.
Alright, so here we are, looking down at the old crater.
The team makes its way up the snowy slopes of Mount Erebus. As they near the summit, they stop to look down into the old crater. From this high point, they can see Scott Base, McMurdo Station, and the surrounding islands. Thick smoke rises from the crater, creating a dramatic view. The scientists observe the volcanic activity, studying the landscape around them. The harsh conditions and steaming vents make this one of the most extreme places on Earth. The Allen Hills in Antarctica hold important clues about Earth's ancient past.
In the rocks, and the rocks that are made up in this particular area of accumulation of plant material. And if you look around...
Professor Molly Miller from Vanderbilt University studies the landscape of Allen Hills. She and her team analyzed rocks to understand the physical processes from 240 to 270 million years ago. The layers of rock record slices of geologic time, revealing details about ancient environments.
Piece of silicified wood that we just found. Lots of stuff around this particular area.
They're from the species Glossopteris. Glossopteris was a tree that liked...
The team also finds plant fossils, including sizable petrified tree trunks. These trees from the species Glossopteris once survived in this region. Their discovery shows that significant climate changes have shaped Antarctica over millions of years. Deep in the icy waters of Antarctica, a rare natural event occurs. A diver named Steve Rupp swims beneath the frozen surface. Nearby, supercooled brine sinks through the seawater, forming a brinicle. This icy tube, called the Finger of Death, slowly stretches downward. The brinicle keeps growing as cold brine continues to flow. It freezes everything it touches, creating a path of ice on the ocean floor. The diver moves carefully, watching this rare and deadly formation take shape. The ocean holds many frozen wonders, and tabular icebergs are among the most incredible.
Off into the horizon, we have one of the largest tabular icebergs currently on our planet. It just keeps going.
A man rides a boat across the cold open water. In the distance, he sees something massive rising from the sea. A huge tabular iceberg stretches far and wide, its white surface shining in the sunlight.
Something this big is kind of hard to comprehend even when it's right in front of you, but this speaks to how much fresh, frozen water is down in...
The boat moves past the towering iceberg, and the man stares in amazement. The smooth top and steep sides make it look like a frozen mountain on the water. He watches in awe, knowing he will never forget this moment. A rare sight appears in Michigan's Pine River, something unexpected and mesmerizing in the winter waters.
It's cut a perfect circle in the ice, and it's been sitting here spinning around for a few hours. I saw it earlier and thought I'd come back and...
At the spot where Schmee Road crosses Pine River, the flowing water has carved a nearly perfect ice disk. The frozen circle spins slowly in place, carried by the gentle current, creating a mesmerizing sight.
Share with everyone. It's pretty wild.
A passerby first noticed the unusual formation earlier in the day and returned later to see it still spinning. The ice disk has remained in motion for hours, maintaining its shape as it floats in the cold, flowing river. In the icy wilderness of Antarctica, a team sets out on a search unlike any other.
The reason why we go to Antarctica is because these are black rocks on a white surface, so they're much easier to find. As they go through the atmosphere,
The vast white landscape stretches endlessly, hiding dark fragments from space beneath the thick layers of snow. Each meteorite found holds valuable clues to the solar system's ancient past and formation.
They create this black fusion crust, and that's very distinct from any terrestrial rock. By studying meteorites, we're actually looking at the primordial history of the solar system.
Battling the harsh elements and freezing winds, scientists carefully collect rocks that burn through Earth's atmosphere. These frozen relics may one day help unlock the mystery of how planets formed and where life began. An explorer stumbles upon a hidden cave in the frozen expanse of Antarctica. Stepping inside, the explorer finds the cave glowing with a soft, natural light. The icy walls shimmer, reflecting the brightness that fills the space around them. Strange formations rise from the ground, their details visible in the cave's clear light. The explorer moves forward, eager to uncover more of this frozen wonder. An unusual warmth lies beneath the surface of one of the coldest places on Earth.
Great demonstration of geothermal energy.
With all the volcanic activity here on Deception Island, you can take hot water that's geothermally heated.
Deception Island's black sand steams as hidden volcanic heat rises, warming the shore. Snow barely settles here, melting quickly on this active island in Antarctica, where geothermal energy shapes the landscape. A daring swimmer plunges into the icy Antarctic waters, gasping from the shock of the cold waves. Quickly, they retreat to a self-dug volcanic pool, letting the naturally heated water soothe their chilled body in this extreme environment. High in the frozen expanse of Siachen, an intense rescue mission unfolds after a devastating avalanche strikes. Buried beneath the snow, soldiers work tirelessly, hoping to find any signs of life. The harsh conditions make the operation extremely difficult, with each passing moment lowering the chances of survival. Against all odds, a survivor, still breathing, is discovered under layers of hardened ice. The team moves quickly, transporting him across multiple bases, determined to get him the urgent care he needs. An unusual ice formation catches the eye deep in one of the world's driest regions.
Top melts a lot. You can see it's all smoothed out on the top, but then the edges, they just crack and they crumble to piles all along the edges.
The glacier's surface is smooth on top, but its edges are jagged and crumbling apart. As ice breaks away, it exposes fresh surfaces that melt faster, creating a dramatic wall-like formation that stretches high.
It melts quite a bit faster, so you get this really nice wall effect all the way up. Reminds me of the North in Game of Thrones. Super cool.
Despite the extreme dryness, water flows steadily down from the glacier, feeding the lake below with icy runoff. Seeing so much liquid in this barren, frozen landscape raises questions about the hidden processes at work beneath. In the frozen landscapes of Antarctica, a team of researchers uncovers ancient secrets buried deep within the ice.
You can see that this nice white bone here is exposing itself out of the surrounding sandstone, and it's plunging in this way, and then it appears back.
Scientists carefully dig through the frozen, rock-hard ground, searching for fossilized remains hidden beneath the surface for millions of years. The harsh Antarctic winds howl around them, making excavation even more challenging and physically demanding.
But once it goes into the rock, it actually changes color, so it's weathering white, but in its natural state in the rock, it's actually quite black bone.
A fossilized jawbone with sharp, well-preserved teeth emerges from the hardened rock, revealing clues about ancient creatures that once roamed this icy land. The team uses chisels and glue to ensure the fragile fossil stays intact for further study. In the freezing Himalayas, an unbelievable sight leaves onlookers in awe. An army soldier records a sadhu praying in deep snow, undeterred by the cold. Dressed only in underwear, he stands calmly in the harsh, icy winds, showing no discomfort. Beside him, a dog walks through the thick snow, unaffected by the extreme cold weather. Seeing such resilience at minus 45 degrees is astonishing and hard to believe. Beneath Antarctica's frozen surface, life thrives in ways few would expect.
There are bacteria, there are microalgae, and we call them extremophiles. Some of them,
tiny microbes, or extremophiles, survive within the Antarctic ice for months. These bacteria and microalgae are concentrated in the bottom layers and adapt to the harsh frozen environment.
column, but mostly are concentrated in the bottom 10 centimeters. It is also a habitat that ebbs and...
As summer arrives, the ice melts, releasing millions of microbes into the ocean. These tiny organisms form the foundation of the entire Southern Ocean food chain, sustaining life in the frigid waters. Deep in Antarctica, near McMurdo Station, something lies beneath the snow. A fierce storm battered the C-121 Lockheed Constellation as it flew over the frozen continent. Strong winds tore at the aircraft, ripping pieces away before it plummeted and skidded across the icy ground, finally coming to a stop. Miraculously, all 80 passengers survived with no serious injuries. Today, the wreckage remains buried under layers of ice and snow, a frozen monument to a dramatic crash decades ago. After a deep freeze, something remarkable unfolds on the surface of Lake Michigan. A time lapse from a weather cam captures the frozen lake in motion. Large sheets of ice slowly crack and break apart from the Chicago shoreline, creating a stunning and dramatic transformation as the lake shifts. The ice drifts away, revealing the dark waters beneath the frozen surface. The mesmerizing sight showcases nature's power as shifting ice patterns move gracefully across the vast lake, shimmering under the bright winter sun. In the frozen expanse of Antarctica, a group of people digs through the thick snow, unaware of the unexpected discovery waiting beneath. As they continue digging, a dark liquid suddenly emerges from the ice. The thick black substance spreads slowly, contrasting sharply against the bright white snow around them. They stare in shock, suspecting it might be oil hidden underground. Excitement and disbelief fill the air as they realize they may have uncovered a buried oil reserve. The possibility of a significant discovery leaves them speechless, leaving them to question what to do next. Deep in the frozen expanse of Antarctica, something unusual catches the eyes of a group of explorers as they navigate the icy waters, unaware of the discovery that awaits them. While steering through the frigid landscape, the team notices a patch of rock unlike any they've seen. Its striking color stands out against the endless white, contrasting sharply with the surrounding glaciers and ice-covered terrain. They steer the boat closer, curious about the rock's bright color. The explorers wondered what could have caused it, amazed by the rare sight in the frozen land, and questioned whether it was natural or something else.